Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Cass, and wow, surprise guest. It's Chloe.
It's me.
Yeah. Now, you may have been expecting an X stream if you're watching live, but stuff happens, so we're playing Sly Cooper instead. And by Sly Cooper, I mean Sly 2, Band of Thieves, 2004. Uh, so what do you know about this, Chloe? Do you know anything about Sly 2?
Well, in Australia, the series was originally known as Oingo Boingo.
Really? Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, and it's about a delightful band of woodland creatures. No unicorns, though.
No unicorns.
And they have adventures together.
Yeah.
And that's all I know.
Okay. Well, so this is the sequel. I guess you could say this is Oingo 2, because they cut the Boingo out. Because, it's Sly Cooper in the original game. Now it's Sly 2. So I guess this is Oingo 2, Band of Thieves. Or do you think the naming scheme was a bit different in Australia? They didn't follow the same localization trends.
Oh, I never played them.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just going off of what I know about it. It's like if the first one was Oingo Boingo and the first game was Sly Cooper, that means Sly 2 would be Oingo. Oingo 2.
Correct.
Yeah. Anyway, we're on episode 5. Last episode we played through a kind of shitty level in, I think, Transylvania or something. So just a quick recap for anyone. We're a few episodes in, 5 episodes. So we start 2 years after the original one. And Oingo Boingo and the friends are looking for the various clockwork parts, the big evil cybernetic owl at the end of the first game. And they're, stole the first one from Dimitri here, member of the Claw Gang. And then he got arrested. And we were introduced to, the hell was her name? Constable Neela, and reintroduced to Inspector Fox. Carmelita Fox. Episode 2, we went to India to steal more clockwork parts. We stole the wings, and then Rajan here fled into the jungle. So we stole the clockwork heart, which he was somehow using to grow mass amounts of spice as like a filtration device. Yeah. I don't know what that like symbol on the screen appearing is with the badge and the square. But yeah, then we were betrayed by Neela very tragically, very messed up. It was really horrible, chat. And Bentley had to save the boys who were locked up in the Contessa? Yeah. The Contessa's hypno dungeon, where she hypnotizes people. She's an Interpol agent, but also a member of the Claw Gang. We managed to break, Murray and Sly free, but no clockwork parts, and we didn't get the Contessa either. So they took a break for like a couple of weeks. The boys had a vacation, they went camping, and now I have no idea what episode 5's about. A tangled oh, okay. I guess it's Contessa part 2. So yeah, that's the recap. Very Oingo Boingo. Very Sly Cooper.
Woo.
Time for a little payback. The Contessa, having escaped us in the prison, is now hiding out in her castle estate.
Right?
It's a well-fortified gothic nightmare that would make any thief run in terror. Terrible or not, that's where we're headed.
I try not
to
to look at spiders.
Deal, we've learned that the Contessa, who until recently was a secret member of the Claw Gang, is in possession of the clockwork eyes. The Thieves Raccoonist describes the eyes stopping opponents dead in their tracks, transfixed in their gaze.
That's what she's using.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out what an
powers.
accomplished hypnotist could do with such powerful artifacts. News of the Contessa's corruption has spread to Interpol. Constable Neela, being closest to the case, was granted a cash allowance to hire an army of local mercenaries. It looks like we're walking into a
okay. I didn't know Interpol.
But we have to act now before things go from bad to worse.
Just cocked his crossbow. Sly Cooper and the gang.
Interpol has hired
an army of mercenaries to hunt down a rogue Interpol agent.
Yeah, that is an escalation.
Yeah, and the people are asking. I'm asking. Where's Carmelita? Where's Carmelita? Where is she? Is she okay?
So was Neela the cat lady? Was she just?
She is
very opportunistic?
I think she's just like a loyal Interpol agent. But like,
She was just doing her job in a really weird way.
yeah, or she's like doing like a separate scheme outside of everything else, you know, like an independent player. Let's see, paraglider. I just buy all the upgrades at the beginning of each chapter. Just look at all the cash money we have at the top. Wall of Flame on impact. Alright, yeah, more of Murray's perfected key. Health extractor. Capture guards and extract medicine from them? Bentley. What are you doing, bro? You're
I've heard of this,
Bentley, what the
but I don't
hell?
think we're supposed to talk about it on stream.
No. What the fuck? Alright, so this is the Contessa's personal estate, I guess. So we're gonna do the first mission. I like to do a bottle hunt at the beginning of each chapter, because you never know when you might find the safe with the hidden power-up. But just, you know, get into the rhythm of it. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, here's the plan.
Hmm.
First, take some recon photos around the area. Then
It's a
make
very
your way up
realistic
to
moon.
the re-education tower.
Looks pleasant enough.
Oh, and stay clear of tanks. You know, so you don't get blown up into little sticky pieces.
So the previous level had tanks as well, but they were small, like Bentley-sized tanks. You know, not like main battle tanks. Now the real question is, do we think these are the Contessa's tanks or Interpol's mercenary military?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Alright, we need to get some recon photos. Boat.
The Contessa has these boats out on patrol against Nayla's army. They could be useful to hitch a ride.
I don't think we've ever heisted in a war zone before.
Yeah, I guess these are all Contessa's forces.
I guess so.
That's the blimp the Contessa used to escape from the prison. Maybe we could use it to our advantage.
Oh yeah, she
around
tried
all
to break
these
Murray's
high
mind in the
towers.
last chapter, Chloe. By
Rude.
force-feeding him spice and hypnosis machines. But, you know, he got angry enough to get out of it. Turns out rage is the most powerful medicine of all. Do I have to, like, get into there? Okay, alright. Time to actually, like, go around the level. Let's see. Paraglide. Fly through the air with this quick-deploy paraglider. I think it's just a passive upgrade.
No,
I don't have to equip it.
In some unicorns, anger actually makes their magic extremely powerful.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like in Star Wars?
No, I don't think there are any unicorns in Star Wars.
That's true. Actually, now that I think about it. For some reason, I thought Anakin Skywalker was a unicorn.
He was very angry though.
Yeah. Alright. Nope.
Maybe he would have been happier if he was a unicorn.
Maybe. Oh, I just had to run up and take a photo of the
Nayla's
door.
made a
Okay.
headquarters out of that old bank. It's a pretty secure location. It'll take some doing to drive her out.
Alright, I think the tanks are Neela's, but like everything past the bridge is the Contessa's.
Right.
I don't know.
So you're in between them right now.
Yeah, in between two worlds. Okay. I guess that's Interpol's flag right there. That's just the French flag. I mean, I guess their HQ is in Paris. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the French being the international gendarmerie. Feels like very last century, doesn't it? Maybe 2 centuries
Which
ago?
century is this in?
Modern century. Modern century. How do I get that bottle? Sorry, I've been allured by the siren song of collecting all 30 bottles already. Oh, you just climbed the pole. I got a bone to pick with these kinds of poles here. They're very annoying to climb on top of. You have to do a very finicky double jump to use Sly Cooper ninja techniques to get on top. It's very perfidious. It's very perfidious. See, I've mastered the art at this point, so it looked very easy.
Oh, there's another bottle.
Yeah, here's a bottle. Okay, well... Well, there are Okay, these are the same vultures that Interpol had before. Oh, look, pickpocketing mechanic. So, here's a fun fact for you, Chloe. If the fellows with the purses have... oh, sorry. I was trying to knock this guy in the water because it's funny, but it doesn't seem to be working. And you can't kill the big guards normally. So... that's what I get for trying to be silly. If they have a glowing buttocks, it means they have special loot you can pilfer from their pockets.
Huh?
It's a fun fact for you. It's the
Using your
thieving
raccoon
sense.
sight.
Exactly, yeah. Any bottles over here? Where are you, bottle? There you are, Botley. The siren song of the swirl bottle. Okay, I like that new parachute. Very unfriendly for the environment though. Just constantly breaking apart like that. I hope it's just paper, you know?
One hopes.
Did they know about the environment back in 2004?
I think I saw it in the newspaper once.
I'd hope so. Oh god, oh no. Let's try that again. Oh, okay. There we go. Now we're in. No. Where do we need a photo of? Not telling me, so I'll just get somewhere higher up first. So, it's not shown yet. These little wolf guys, they like to pretend to be gargoyle statues. Like they just turn themselves into stone and stand there. Presumably it pays well though, because they have a lot of coins in their pocket. But it's kind of weird, you know? Like that wolves are just taking jobs from gargoyles like that. Where's the assault tank? Is that it? Oh, yeah, okay. That's the Contessa's. You see, look, that's a much smaller tank than the one on the other side. Okay, I guess I have to get a picture of that one specific tank. Come on, little tankette, show your face. There you go. Wait. Oh, wait. Here. Ah. Oh. God damn it. Bentley, we already have photos of this tank from the previous mission. Why do we need to do this again? Okay. One more rotation and we got it. You know, there is one tragic downgrade from this game. From the first to the second. Okay, I just can't get it from this angle. Is during the codex calls, you can't move Sly's face around anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh god. See. Whatever. Alright, tank, show your face. There we go.
The Contessa's all geared up for war. Just our luck. Okay, Sly. Head off to the re-education
I don't think the Contessa's gonna
tower.
win this war. Like, on one hand you have the international government, and the other, you know, you have some random gangster lady with hypnotherapy. See what I mean? Like, these wolf guys are just standing up here as statues. That's some weird-ass alchemy, honestly. I'm not familiar with it myself. I talked about it a bit in the first game, but I only really know, like, northeastern United States alchemy, you know? So if it's outside of that region, I'm just not very familiar. Alright, where do we have to go?
Yeah, this
All the
is
way
more
up there.
old country alchemy.
Yeah. Alright, we can get up there. This is a much better level than the previous one already. A lot easier to navigate. The other one just kind of had no sense of direction at all. It was just a bit of a blah, you know? Okay, please turn around, Mr. Bird. Please turn around, Mr. Bird. Please turn around. There we go. there's 30 of these in each chapter. In case you weren't aware, Chloe, in the first game, the game wasn't these little hub worlds like this. There were hub worlds, but they were little isolated missions inside of them only. And each mission had its own series of bottles you had to collect. And now it's just 30 bottles for each chapter. So it doesn't interrupt the mission gameplay flow anymore. You don't have to like play each level super slowly. Yeah, it helps the pace of the game a lot. Okay. Would you ever take a job posing as a stone statue?
No.
Yeah, I can't imagine why these guys would. It was a bit vague. In the first chapter, it made it seem like the wolves were both, like, guards of the asylum and also, like, inmates. So, like, part of me is wondering if the Contessa was, like, having the inmates run the asylum, you know? Hypnotize them and then just get them to work for you. It's pretty messed
Seems
up.
possible.
That's against, like, a few, like, ethics, I think. At least, like, some of them. Oh, jeez. There we go. Almost half the bottles get already. Do you have any personal familiarity with this era of PlayStation 2 games, Chloe?
No, I do not.
Yeah. This
I didn't even know this was a PlayStation game.
It is. It's a PlayStation 2 game from, would you believe it, 2004? Right now,
Okay,
it's
okay, I'm following.
playing it on a very modded, very real PlayStation 2.
Yes.
Not the PlayStation 3 remaster. Just because, you know, I want to play the original game, you know? Play the original. Let's see. Yeah, over here, these are little collectibles you can steal throughout the level. They put bombs on them, so you have a time limit. They break if you take damage or if the time runs up, but you can't loot them while you're in the middle of a mission. So I have to just ignore them. It's very sad. How do I get up to where it wants me to go? Okay. Turns out bats can fly. So it seems so far there's like 3 kinds of enemies. There's the big flashlight enemies in each chapter. They're guys that Sly can't fight normally. You have to use a power-up or do stealth attacks to fight them. There's the normal goon, which is the average annoying swarming enemy, which in this level are the wolves. In the first level, it was like a bunch of militant rat mimes, I'm pretty sure, in Paris. And then they have the little guy that makes a lot of noise enemy, which in this one is the bat. They're kind of like a siren guy. They let everyone else know what's going on. Yeah. And then I guess you have like the special ones, like the various tanks and stuff. But every level so far has had 3 kinds of goons. Hello, bottle.
You gotta have your goon variety.
Exactly.
Goon variety is the spice of life.
If you only have the same goons, like, for every sesh, then you're just gonna get bored. Like...
Exactly.
No one's gonna be interested in what you have to say or what you're doing.
Yeah, you have to keep it varied. You have to keep it interesting and fresh. Otherwise, you're just repeating the same thing over and over again.
And, like, that's kind of
not
like...
good.
It's kind of insane, honestly.
Speaking as a unicorn, you have to keep your goons varied.
And thanks for, you know, that's important to know that even unicorns have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It's a bit grounding, you know?
I don't like fire goons, but you know, I see them on occasion.
I love fall
Other
damage.
people have goons.
It's really popular these days, from what I can tell. It's really come back. Oh god, okay, those are exploding barrels. Like, I thought we were, like, in an age of minions and stuff.
Try working your way around.
But, I guess it came back around, back to goons. You know, what is old is new again.
Yeah, I think
And-
we could be heading into a hench period next, maybe.
You think so? You think gooning
Maybe
has run its
henches or
course?
hirelings. Well, not yet, but it could happen eventually. I'm just guessing what's next.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Henchings, hirelings,
Oh, fuck.
it could be minions
Oh,
again.
they're hypnotizing Carmelita.
There's more than just the
no.
clockwork eyes up here.
What the fuck?
Why are you doing this? Neela! She set me up. I'm an honest cop.
Of course you are. I've read your psychological profile. I know that
God.
you're honest.
They're
Then
hypnotizing the
why
big
are you
boo-booed
doing
fox
this to
woman.
me?
Because, dear, you're
This is
honest.
propaganda.
You see, by chasing after Sly Cooper, you learned too much about the Claw Gang and its spice operation. It was only a
For
matter
context,
of time
they're using
before you
spice
figured
like
out
Star
that
Wars
I
uses
was
the
a
term
secret
spice.
member. So, when Neela gave me a chance to put you in custody, I took it.
Coward. You're a disgrace to Interpol. I'll make it my life's work to destroy you.
Oh, I'm afraid your life, let alone your life's work, isn't going to
Oh,
last
damn.
much longer.
You can tell these are the evil
Once
vultures
I
because they got,
integrate
like, you know, the
clockwork
German
eyes
hats
into
back
this
there.
device, your life's work will be whatever I tell you.
I won't be brainwashed that easily.
Quite right. It won't be easy or painless. But I will reprogram your mind, and you will take the fall for me at Interpol. Now, just lay back and relax. Go to your happy
Oh,
place.
that's so sad.
This
And
is really
stay
messed
there
up. I'm not a fan of this
forever.
Contessa lady at
I
all.
don't think they've seen you. Take a few photos and get out of there.
Yeah, take some photos.
I've got to help Carmelita. She's in trouble here.
There's nothing you can do now. Get the recon photos and come back to the safe house. I swear, we'll find a way to
Part of
help.
her boob texture is like clipping through. You see that?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, we're just
So
gonna.
tragic.
Sorry, Carmelita, we have to take photos of
Interesting.
this.
Inspector Fox is restrained in an old Iron Tech 250. Crude, but effective.
And we have the clockwork eyes right here. Didn't know they could
The
hypnotize.
Clockwork Eyes. They seem to be routed through that control board.
You didn't do that in the first
Get
game.
a shot of the
that we
console
know of.
so I can decipher its make.
Shadow Guard.
Those are the Contessa's elite Shadow Guard. Tough is too sissy a word to describe those guys.
Shadow Guard. Okay. Mind Shuffler.
That's a mind shuffler. I didn't think they were real. It's made of equal parts science and black magic.
Okay.
Indestructible
Oh,
to
just like
conventional
uniform
weapons.
technology.
Indestructible by conventional weapons. All right, listen, Sly, you know, conquered the voodoo realm of undeath in the first game. I think he can handle this. Just the old terminal. What else does it want me to take a photo of? You see anything that looks like an old terminal in here?
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh,
Oh, there.
that would do it.
That old terminal should be hardwired to the systems in
Oh
this
my god,
tower.
they use an ortholinear keyboard
We need to
layout.
find a way
Didn't
to
know
get it
people knew about
online.
that back in 2004.
All right, head back to the safe house and we'll get a plan together.
Mission accomplished.
Oh no, you're gonna have to fight a brainwashed
46%. I
bimbo
think we
fight
are.
Inspector Fox.
We are. It's gonna be. That's awful.
The war between Neela and the Contessa has put the castle on high alert. To get at the Clockwork Eyes, we'll need to subtly manipulate this conflict to our advantage.
Oh,
Here's the plan. Murray, sneak into the
Manipulations.
castle and kidnap the head
or
of security.
profiteering.
I want to ask him a few questions. Meanwhile, Sly and I are going to get a little paranormal. I'll slip into the crypts beneath the castle and put together a bad mojo bomb.
Oh,
It should be enough to destroy
mojo
the
magic.
mind
That's the
shuffler.
voodoo stuff I was mentioning
Sly,
from the first game.
you capture a few local ghosts, and drop them into Neela's headquarters. Hopefully the
Okay.
near-death experience will inspire her to purchase more mercenary firepower. We've all got our assignments.
We're just gonna
Good
drop
luck.
some We're gonna ghost her. All right, this is a pretty unhinged heist so far.
This isn't even a heist at this point. This is just... I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, like we're here to like get the eyes, but also like we're here to destroy the Contessa, but like not work with Interpol
escalate a
directly.
war?
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, it did say Murray mission, but this is a bottle hunt now, you know? We did the first mission, we got a bit of a feel of the environs. How do I get up here? Okay, I know what I'm gonna have to get on top of a rooftop and parachute over, I think. Oh, God, okay. Surprised they didn't use like the actual like wall stealthing mechanic there, but maybe we weren't supposed to get across that way. Damn, already 20 out of 30 bottles. That's pretty good. Usually takes a lot longer. Interesting.
So, how do you feel about bottles, personally?
Well, you know, we're talking like real bottles or fake bottles?
Oh, I mean, both, either.
I don't want to talk about fake bottles. So we're going to talk about real bottles.
Okay.
And like fake bottles, of course, I'm talking about like glass ones. Because like they're just really heavy, you know? Like they're fun, but like, you know, it's just like plastic ones are more reusable, you know?
Okay, okay. Have you, ever been trapped in a bottle?
No, but I know some people who have friends that have them.
Yeah, a lot of fairies get trapped in bottles these days.
Yeah, it happens all over the world too. Like sometimes it's lamps, you know? Oh, okay. Okay, Sly. Alright, man. You didn't want to do your cool ninja stuff the right way? I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the lamps are an extension of the bottle concept.
Yeah, it's
Just
you
full
know,
of light instead of liquid.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, Sly. Do it right this time. Oh my god.
Well, I guess I have to ask now.
Jeez.
Have you ever been trapped inside a lamp?
No, actually. I've never actually been trapped inside of anything, unless you consider, like, you know, the grotto being trapped inside.
You got trapped in the she-hole?
Yeah, if you consider that, yeah, I could say I was trapped in the she-hole. The she-they hole.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Do they have those over there in Australia? She-holes?
I think we have a different name for it.
Oh, really? Okay. That makes sense. I mean, like, unicorns have their own language, right?
That is true. That is very true.
Oh my
Very
God,
wise of you to know
I
that.
can't get up. This hook has a dysfunction.
Yeah, a lot of fairies have that problem.
Yeah. It's like, please, for the love of God, man, just hook. Getting flashbacks to that one jump in the first game. It took me like 40 fucking minutes. Why is it so difficult? Sly, why are you going over there? Alright, my main issue with these Gothic levels is that they're like, the actual things to stand on are very annoying to get to. They're very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh my god, I had it the first time. Oh no. Neela's gonna be laughing at us outside the window. She's just watching on the first floor. Sly fall over and over again onto the roof. Off the roof.
They can just see you through that glass ceiling section.
Yeah. They're just watching this. Is there another way? I mean, I might just go, like, the reverse way at this rate. Because this is just... doesn't seem to be effective. Oh my gosh. Hook. Hook. There we go. See, look, the range just isn't being made. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I did get onto that second hook once, didn't I?
I
thought
don't
I
know.
did. Whatever. We're gonna go back. We're gonna get it from the other way. Use a bit of stealth sliding techniques. It's a pretty cool looking ability, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, chat. I did get on the second hook once. I don't know what happened. I just started fumbling. There we go. Oh my god. Let me up. Let me up. There we go.
Reminds me a little bit of when I was watching you try
Oh,
to remember
God.
how to
This
parry.
isn't gonna work. Alright, I don't think this is gonna work either. Oh, never mind. I'm goated. There we go. Sly, why did you do that? Sly, why did you pathfind that way? Man, dude, my guy, you were right there. Why did you jump off? We can get back to it. We did it once, we can do it again, apparently. Hopefully. God. So wouldn't the actual power lines be, like, electrified in reality? Like, wouldn't this fry Sly if he was riding them?
I'm not exactly an expert on power lines, but
There we
I
go.
believe it's only when you're between the two power lines that it would normally shock you,
Okay.
which is why birds can sit on power lines, but if something crosses between two of them, it causes problems.
Okay. I thought they just had, like, a compact with it or something, you know? Like a deal.
I mean, it is a strange science angle of magic that I'm not really privy to.
Yeah, I don't really know how birds do that stuff either.
Yeah, he's up to something.
I'm just gonna do a bit of grave robbing while we're here. There we go.
You
Some more
shouldn't do that.
coins.
You get ghosts.
We need ghosts, remember?
What?
For the mission, we need to flood Interpol's house with ghosts.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true, that's true.
Mostly just an excuse, because ghosts weren't there. There are more bottles. That's a Bentley mission. So, fun fact, Chloe, you can tell where bottles are because there's a bit of a clanking ambient effect in the environment.
Ah. So you can
Yeah, you
detect them around corners.
it's necessary for a lot of levels because they're like hidden underneath weird ass ledges.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Well, that's clever.
Yeah. I didn't know that for the first 2 chapters until somebody in chat pointed it out.
And to reiterate, you've never been trapped in a bottle.
No, I've never been trapped in a bottle. Honestly, bottles really aren't
you
my
expect
thing.
that you never will be?
If everything keeps going the same way it's going right now, yeah. I think it's pretty reasonable to think I'll never be trapped in a bottle. Whatever. Let's just run. So, we got 50 seconds left. Let's see. Can I...
I don't know if this is wise, Cass.
It'll be fine. See? Look. Totally fine. Then we just need to get over back to the HQ and we've looted whatever this is. I think it's like a tiara, maybe? Some kind of crown. Okay, there we go. See? Like, easy. Yeah, it does look to be like a crown. And then we can... No, I didn't want to play as you, Bentley. Bentley, get out of here. I don't want to... I'm not here to bomb another community. Yet. Yeah. Yeah, Royal Tiara. Nice.
Do you think Sly will ever get a real job?
Maybe. I mean, the series has to end at some point, right? Now, here's something I think is kind of silly. So, Interpol, right there. Sly Cooper, been one of their main
Yeah.
targets for years. his very recognizable Band of Thieves van right here.
Oh, that's his. Okay.
Yeah, the Murray Mobile, if you want to call it that.
Okay.
Like in the like they tried to hide it on some other levels, but it's just right there. Like the tanks look at it constantly. You know, I feel like
I guess they're looking for the Contessa's forces and even considering Sly at this point.
you know, if Carmelita were here, she would notice. If she wasn't
It's
being
true.
bimbofied in the Contessa's torture dungeon.
What's the cat lady's name?
Neela. And Constable
Neela.
Neela.
It is funny. I can't actually remember her name. I keep thinking it's Clea or Leia or Nayla or Raina.
No,
What's her
some of
name?
the Neela. Neyla.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not a Star Wars, I think. Do you think they have Star Wars in Sly Cooperverse?
Well, there are those cat ladies that were in Kodor.
Mmm,
I think they were a lesbian too.
that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I think, you know, good point. You made a
So
good
for all we know,
point.
this is in Star Wars,
I think this is in Star Wars, yeah.
or vice versa.
This is what Earth is like in Star Wars. Oh. Oh, thanks for the sapphire, bozo. See, the fall damage
Nice.
kills are very inconsistent. Like, I don't know what actually triggers it. I hear a bottle somewhere around here. Any bottles up here? You can get some. I don't really even need to steal from pockets anymore. It's just really fun to. It's like, yeah, the hook, it just goes right in. Simple as. Oh, there's a bottle. Now, there is one other small downgrade from the first game to this one. Oh, Sly, what the hell, man? There's no lore reason the bottles are everywhere. There's no, like, in-world reasoning.
There's no explanation.
Yeah, they're just hidden around, and there's a safe with a power-up in it for some reason. In the first game, it was all, like, pages from the Thievius Raccoonus, you know? That were torn up by bad guys. They stole it. That's, like, the whole driving incident.
That's the
And
title.
also, sometimes, like, enemy patrol information and all that. It is, you're right, it is the title. And this one, it's just, they're just here.
I guess
also-
it's the
I don't think
information that lets you
that's-
open the safe.
Yeah, I don't think this sword is going to help you against Interpol's modern mercenary army. But, you know, whatever helps them sleep at day.
I'm still thinking about how Interpol has hired a mercenary army.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just call in, like, the U.S. military, you know?
Or the French military.
Or, like, the United Nations military. But I guess, you
What
know, they're...
country is this supposed to be in right now?
I don't know. Maybe somewhere in Southeastern Europe. It's Gothic.
So like the Romanian military?
We might... Yeah, the Romanian military, maybe. Like, we might be in that part of Romania that has, like, a bunch of Germans living in it, you know?
Oh,
Like in the Carpathian Mountains and everything, you know? Where are more bottles? Alright, I'm gonna do a BM maneuver here. We're gonna turn music off. I know. And just have ambient until we can find the bottles. Oh, there's one. See, look, found one already.
wow. Maybe you're really using the Force.
Maybe. You know, this is a magical world after all. Like, Sly is kind of a ninja wizard. Like, an arcane line of arcane tricksters.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also might be like
Yeah,
the
you could
most
probably-
mixed race person in history.
Oh, go on.
So
Tell me
his
the
family
lore.
seems to start in ancient, like, pharaonic Egypt, right? But then he has, like,
Okay, I mean,
just
don't most
clockwork-
families start there?
apparently. But, like, because that's where Clockwork is also from. ancient Egypt originally. It's the big bird.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he has like
Definitely.
Japanese ninja ancestors. He has like knightly ancestors. He has cowboy ancestors. He has all
Okay.
kinds of ancestors everywhere. Honestly, he's kind of like a. He's just an everything kind of guy, you know.
Do you think he's related to Jetstream Sam?
I don't know if he's Brazilian. Sly, buddy. Oh man, we were gonna steal that. Why did you? Why are you doing the things you're doing? Ooh, they got a guillotine here. That's pretty cool. You think it's ever used?
With the Contessa? I mean, she's a bit of a freak.
She is a bit of a freak. She has freak energy.
I think if she can't hypnotize someone, she probably executes them.
It's kind of messed up. Oh, I hear a bottle.
Yeah, she's giving spider people a bad name.
Yeah. Weak design and like weak moral. I think a bird just killed himself.
Well,
Because like a bunch of coins just got thrown at me and I heard a squawk.
that's life sometimes.
That's death sometimes. Where
Are you able to hook onto that blimp as it sails past? Or is it purely background, do you think?
Probably only for a mission. It doesn't have any like obvious sly hook or glowing blue particles around it. Where is the tinking? Oh, it's just on the ground. Okay. You know, devious part of game design, the bottles, they make noise in game. Enemies can actually hear if you break them.
Hmm.
Yeah. Learned that the hard way. We need
The last
2 more
place you'd look for
bottles.
them is on the ground. Also
is.
devious.
You know, there's only 2 bottles left. Let's just do a quick mission.
All right, Sly, there's your new objective. Sneak inside and smash the coffin of the evil wolf priestess.
The evil
Sounds pretty
wolf
harsh.
priestess.
Does the old girl really deserve that sort of treatment?
Weren't you listening? She was an evil wolf priestess. Once you smash the coffin,
Well, that's
it'll free
highly
all the
relative.
ghosts
So
trapped in there
Bentley's
with her.
saying that she was
Okay,
a
I
bad
don't know
bitch
where
then.
you're going with all of this, but freeing trapped ghosts sounds vaguely heroic.
Yeah. Yeah, we have fun here. No, you guys didn't see anything. There's no silly sly raccoons here. A wolf priestess. And maybe the wolves turning into statues is like an ancient like art of the people then, instead of like modern stuff.
I could see that. Ooh.
Okay, that's a pretty cool platform. Okay, nice. It's nice, you know.
It is funny watching Sly cling to the top of the
Yes.
pendulum, shaking rapidly in place.
Yeah. Yeah, see, okay. Are these guys ancient wolf warriors then? Has the Contessa been like practicing like ancient wolf necromancy?
No, I think these are just like devotees.
You think they're just devotees?
I think it's a cultic tradition.
Okay, so
Possibly
chat, this
mystery
is supposed to be in Czechia, chat? This is Prague? We're in fucking Prague? What the hell? There we go.
Is Prague the kind of place where you could hire an army of tank-wielding mercenaries on the spot?
Goddamn deadites.
Nice work. Now
Alright.
head outside, and I'll fill you in on phase 2.
So now we have to ghost bust.
Okay, I'm going to do some research on this so-called Czech Republic.
Yeah,
Try and
a
figure this out.
mummified wolf priestess in ancient Prague. In like a very Christian looking mausoleum. Slide, don't turn your head around 360 degrees like that. That's insane and terrifying. You're not a bird.
Didn't I just set
What
these
the
guys
fuck,
free?
man? That was
Why would I
traumatizing.
want
Don't
to
do
capture
that.
them again?
Not to worry.
Oh,
It's
I looked
only a
away. I didn't get to see
short-term
it.
confinement. Gather all the ghosts, then set them free down the chimney of Neela's headquarters.
I get you. She'd think it's a sneak attack from the Contessa.
Correct.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
good.
what
The
else
reason-
could it be?
What else could
I
it
always
be?
do my math
A
right.
bunch of
Neela should
wolf
respond to
ghosts
the
are
assault by
attacking you.
purchasing more firepower.
Anything bad for the Contessa is good for us. And we get to
Is
really
is
freak
this
out Neela.
turtle man like?
His name's
Does he
Henry.
like invest in mercenaries or something? Is he like spiking their value for his own benefit?
Maybe the Cooper gang is about to make a shit ton of money in investments. How am I supposed to capture you? Oh, I'm supposed to take a picture of you, right? Okay. And that captures the ghosts when you capture them all.
Yeah, because yeah, as you know, when you take a photograph of someone, you trap their soul.
That's true. That's true. Sometimes it's true.
They're nothing but soul.
It's only if you have like a weak form it happens, though. You know, like if you're like, if you have like bad skin or something, like in the raw sense. Okay. I hear a bottle. Oh. Sorry, wolves. I'm gonna have to leave you alone. I heard a bottle. My only true love. It's the wolf hole. They're coming through the wolf hole. What's that dog doing? That dog's giving birth to spiders. What is going on in Czechia? Alright. One
Okay,
bottle
so
left.
is there okay? I'm researching Czechoslovakia. Is there like a Soviet Union in this world timeline type thing?
You know, I don't... Not in 2004.
It's relevant.
I
But
think...
is this 2004 in the world that?
Yeah,
flies
it's
in?
real time, I think. It's real time.
Oh, okay, so this is 2004 in the ghost-filled Czech Republic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that... Yeah. I mean, I think that in English it was still called the Czech Republic at that point. Ghost, get out of that house, bro. What are you doing? You being a freak in there?
Oh, there's a. There's a lot of deep lore.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot about countries.
Oh, come on, Sly. Man, dude, you didn't touch it. You're better than that, man. There we go. Yeah. No, Czechoslovakia hasn't existed for a while. You know, it's,
Okay, I thought it might be more of a mid-century kind of thing.
that
But
didn't
I
count
guess
as a
it's not
picture.
literally the world that we live in.
No, it's
It's
because
in the
it's...
Star Wars setting.
Yeah, because it's in 2004, and we don't live in 2004, Chloe.
Oh
that's
yeah,
why it's
that
different.
is true, actually.
Yeah. No, it's an easy mistake to make. Don't worry about it. It's a very confusing thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I try not to think
yeah,
about it.
fairies have a certain relationship with time.
Yeah, sometimes you can get lost in those she-holes. Where? I thought I heard a bottle clinking around. Bottle. You over here? You're my last one? No. I don't hear anything. Where are you, my last bottle? My darling dearest. Anyway, I guess we'll just get back to Ghostbusting. Do you think Interpol has like an agency dedicated to like dealing with ghosts? Because it seems pretty common. Like it was pretty easy to like summon these wolf spirits, you know?
I guess the Contessa was keeping them around. She was protecting it. Like the idea of having a tomb full of ghosts. Does seem like she's into a lot of weird stuff.
She is a bit of a freak, yeah. Okay, thanks for more Czech lore, chat. Thanks for more Czech lore. Bohemia one out.
Okay, so I'm looking at history. I'm
Mhm.
looking at the
Be
books.
careful. Sometimes
What
books
was
are
happening?
weird. They trap you in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was happening in Czechia in 2004?
No. Czechia, not Czechia.
Che- the place.
I don't actually know. I think this
Place
was
that this is
happening.
in.
Czechia, yeah, the Czech Republic, Prague. Just call it Prague. We're in the city of Prague, apparently.
Which is full of ghosts and mummies and
I mean, there's mommies, alright?
mercenaries, apparently.
Yeah, the mercenary part might be real.
Actually, I'm going to look up mercenaries. I'm going to see what mercenaries
Okay.
there are available for
Or just
hire.
juggled. In Prague?
Well, yeah. I assume it's got, like, airports and such.
I think so, yeah, it is a country. Prague's not a country, it's a city. But you get what I mean. Maybe you could look up if, like, you know, Prague has catacombs and stuff, you know? Like, chat pointed that out. That might be a good line to find stuff.
Okay,
mhm.
there is some sort of catacomb
In the capital?
Prague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottles, where are you? What kind of catacombs are they? Are they like cool ones?
I'm investigating. I'm investigating.
Or sometimes they're really decrepit. Like,
Oh, I just realized something.
yeah. What's up?
Kingdom Come Deliverance is set in medieval Bohemia.
It is, yeah, same place.
Yeah.
Maybe these are
You
some
could
of those
be-
ghosts. Maybe they're
Yeah,
like Cumin
you could be
ghosts.
treading the same. This could be the same ground that Henry has tread
Henry
as he
Kingdom
did
Come
stuff.
Deliverance.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
true.
he made these ghosts.
He could have made these ghosts. Do you go to Prague in that game?
I don't know. I've never played it.
Yeah, I heard you can be gay in it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Let's see.
He's just a big Bohemian boy.
Yeah. Someone has to be. Like, somebody has to be. It's not optional.
Maybe that's why all the events were occurring in the
There
game,
we go.
because no one was gay. And he had to fix it.
That's a theory right there. Scientific community's been sleeping on that. Where is my last bottle? I sound like an alcoholic or a baby when I'm talking about this. Or an alcoholic baby. I want bottle. I need bottle. Where bottle? Oh, my dear, darling bottle.
Let's see, apparently there's an ossuary in a town in the Republic.
In A town?
Oh, Kudenberg.
Oh.
I think that's in Kingdom Come.
Okay. Is that near Prague?
I have no idea.
I think Prague is like in the left middle of the country. It's the place where like a lot of people live, because it's the capital, you know? Maybe they moved it there.
That's true. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at maps, I'm looking at words.
Ooh.
Yes, the town of Vutna Ora,
Oh, hello, Code. Yeah.
also known as Kudenberg, is a town in the central Bohemian region of the Czech Republic. And that is in Kingdom Come, and that is not very far from Prague.
Okay, well, there we
Wow.
go. Connection found.
Yeah, wow.
Good job, good
And
job.
so now we know that Kingdom Come is set in the Star Wars universe, I think.
Yeah, or
I think that's what we've determined.
it's one reading of it. Yeah, did you see a wolf just fall from the sky?
I did not see that.
Bitches be falling from the sky.
I mean, they do have a blimp flying around. They're probably airdropping in
You know
reinforcements.
what? Good point. Good point. Bottle, I need you.
So, okay, so Henry created these ghosts by doing funny adventures. And now Sly is freeing them so that they can haunt a Commonwealth Interpol agent and
Yeah,
cause her to
purchase more
hire more
mercenaries. Is this
mercenaries
Metal
and
Gear?
earn him a lot of investment money.
Is this the Patriots? This sounds like something from
It
Metal
feels
Gear.
like there's a resemblance.
Yeah. Do you think
Like I was
Raiden
saying
is
earlier,
here?
it's a good thing you don't have to parry in this game.
That is, yeah, yeah. Listen, I'm pretty good at
But you
parrying.
do have to,
I've played Elden Ring
okay.
and Dark Souls. All of them. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 3, chat.
There's a 3?
Yeah, there's at least 5.
Wow.
I watched a friend play it a while ago though. Let's see, the OG PlayStation 2 version. I think the one without the camera angle change. I can't remember though. It was a long time. Where? Oh, bottle. Did I hear you?
Oh yeah, I was looking at mercenaries.
Yeah, maybe you could like.
Wow, there's 9 MGSs.
At least, yeah.
Or MGs.
It's a lot of machine guns. Yeah. Yeah. Where's the bottle? Sly, use your bottle senses, man. Okay, there's a ghost right here. Where are you, ghost? You're like right here. I saw you. I saw you being freaky.
Okay, Sly.
Oh, there we
have
go. We busted all the ghosts.
Now just make your way to Neela's HQ and drop them down her chimney.
We need to flush the
That's messed
ghosts
up.
down the chimney. Yeah. Do you think these ghosts still
I
have like a
guess
sense
they-
of will?
Oh, absolutely. And that's why they do things. They have the animus.
Yeah.
So you drop it down the chimney and then I guess it falls into the fire and it frees them from the photos.
Didn't think about it like
Ooh,
that.
treasure.
Can't pick it up though. I'm on a mission. It's tragic.
No time for play, only work.
Only work and bottles, but that's not really play. That's an addiction. A need. Come on,
Okay, so I'm looking at various security companies, which is what they call them these days
Yeah, I don't
in
know why. Like mercenaries.
Central
is a
and
better
Eastern
name.
Europe.
Yeah. Any fun ones?
Okay, there's a German one that was founded in 2007, so that's too late for us.
Where is my bottle? It's pivotal. I find the bottle. Baby, circa 5 minutes after being born. It's all good, chat. Somebody needs to know something. Like, if nobody knew anything in this like conversational vibe that's going on, like, I don't know where we would be.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Portable Ops, Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Metal Gear, Metal Gear 2,
Metal Gear.
Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, The Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance.
That's a game right there.
That's the timeline.
Yeah. Bottle. Sorry, I'm just going like bottle crazy over here. It's been
Yeah,
too
I'm a big
long.
fan of Raiden, he's very pretty.
Yeah, he's from Liberia, isn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah. You don't see many Liberian characters in fiction. At least I haven't. Okay, well, good job, me. And by me, I mean Sly, because that was all on Sly, not me. We're just gonna take the bridge.
Thank you, chat, for giving me a list of Metal Gear related media to listen.
Okay, this guy doesn't know the bridge. That guy does, though. He plays Thieves. Where is my bottle? Fine, we'll just go burn the ghosts, and then we'll go look for bottles. Bentley needs to make bots. he needs to make a lot of money. Turns out when you take like 2 weeks off of heisting, you burn through a lot of your savings.
Hmm. Okay, I'm looking through more security companies. All the Russian ones I can find were founded well after this game.
Okay. There's no native, like, Czech ones or Slovakian ones?
Not that I can find.
Alright. We're burning ghosts if you want to see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we just drop a lantern and they all come out. Okay.
So the Contessa wants war, eh? Perhaps it's time I purchase a little air power. A few bombers should put that old charlatan in her place.
Damn. Okay, her accent was intense there.
Yeah, so she considers it completely normal and practically expected that the Contessa sends an army of ghosts to attack her.
Sorry, these could be local Interpol. I mean, they did say an army of mercenaries, though, chat. That Neela hired an army of mercenaries. I mean, there could be Interpol mixed inside of them, but...
Yeah, it is explicitly an army of tank-wielding mercenaries that have been brought to bear upon Prague. That's why she's got all the tanks.
But yeah, I mean...
That's why I'm trying to find out where she got these from.
The Contessa still might have some local Interpol. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, we're kind of talking about both, chat. Don't worry. I think the Contessa does have local Interpol agents on her side still, like the dirty and/or hypnotized ones. Oh, the last bottle.
Oh.
There we go. This is a really hidden one. Okay. You probably meant to find it with whatever mission needs you to get these 2 keys here. Okay. That's true, that's true. As of the timeline, she did become a Claw Gang member after joining Interpol. She went from, like, psychologist, I think, hypnotherapist kind of lady, into Interpol, after totally not murdering her rich, aristocratic husband to inherit his chateau. And then she joined Interpol, and then she joined the Claw Gang. She should have just stayed Interpol, honestly. I don't think anyone would have caught her if she just stayed as like a kind of dirty, freaky Interpol agent instead, you know? But,
He really committed to the psychologist to esoteric cult pipeline.
Yeah, she kind of speed ran it. Oh, I thought this guy had shinies.
Yet more evidence that this could be in Star Wars.
So, last thing I'm going to do is slide here is I'm going to steal that treasure with the timer on it that I passed by a few times. And then we're going to swap characters to Bentley or Murray. I'm not sure which one first. Let's see, let's be another crown. 50 seconds, okay. That's not a lot of time. Okay, oh jeez. 35 seconds left. Alright, this is a tough timer. God damn it. Alright, we have to run back. I thought I could slide past. Oh, it's juggling me. I'm being juggled by machine gun turrets. Oh, Jesus Christ. I still think my favorite villain so far was probably Dimitri. The first guy. He had a good vibe to him. He was fun, you know? He wasn't even doing anything like really like bad. He was just counterfeiting money. you know? Like Rajan is like an international drug dealer, you know? And the Contessa is just like an evil occultist. Well, Dimitri was just like, he was just partying. He was making art. He was counterfeiting money, you know? Counterfeiting art and everything, I mean, and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's like a victimless crime, you know? And like chat said, his theme music was a banger. Okay, I'm gonna try doing the same thing I did last time, but without getting shot. There we go.
Okay, I am finding some interesting examples of mercenary companies that could be involved. They tend to be British in origin.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. You get an achievement? That's pretty cool, chat. Is that, I guess, is that's on the PS3 version of the game? Jeweled crown. Neela is somewhere from the Commonwealth, chat. It's unclear where.
They did call it Cockney at some point. That could have just been vague.
Yeah, Bentley did call her Cockney as an insult. She could just be British. She might be like British Indian. I don't know, based on the attire she wears. She could just like, you know, there's a lot of varieties.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm looking at this, and she could have hired like Sandline International, Executive Outcomes, Aegis Defense Services. These are all in operation roughly at the time of the game. I don't know if any of them come with like tank battalions, but
that could be like
they are all
Interpol
British
permission,
military companies.
You know, like they might have like. Yeah. Okay. It seems like, you know, British mercs setup. Did you see Bentley's cartoon run, by the way?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, maybe they bought like some old.
Bad mojo collector to transport the overflow.
They bought some old T64 refits
It's
from
a
Russia.
semi-magical device that sucks up bad mojo. I'll need it to gather the runoff
Bad
from these
mojo.
spouts.
Yo, I think they had one of these in Austin Powers.
Sounds easy.
Not really. That mojo is a powerfully dark force. Take any damage while carrying that collector and you're done.
Oh, yeah. Okay, chat has a point. Any South African mercenary groups?
Yes, it presents an
South Africa has a
interesting
very
tactical
prominent
challenge.
mercenary tradition.
Perhaps I could use the death traps native
What's
to
what are
these
those games
crypts
called again?
against
Payday?
any
Is it
foe
the
that
those
might
bank robbery
attempt
games? Is
to
it Payday?
thwart my collection of the
Pay
ectoplasm.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Payday.
South African mercenaries in those.
I'd use that switch to
Well,
smash up the guards
the one I mentioned, Executive Outcomes, they were involved in South Africa in some form.
Okay.
So
So they might have South
that
African
should be
members.
enough black magic to destroy
They were
the mind
founded
shuffler.
in 1989 by a former lieutenant colonel of the South African Defense Force.
That's crazy.
Did anything happen in 1989 in South Africa?
I don't know.
Probably nothing.
Hold on, I accidentally stopped the stream. I pressed the wrong button.